Okay, in this video we're going to do the production budget 2019. Make sure you have your solution out in front of you, and can you open up your exam paper. And the first thing I'm going to do is, when I go through this, I want you to have a look at the exam paper, have a highlighter out, and I just want you to highlight a few things and point out a few things to you. So it said Winston Limited recently completed its annual. So highlight the word annual so that you know you're doing a budget for a whole year, it's not for a month. It expects to sell 2 products, dark at 250 and light at 300. And that's what you're selling products for, which means they're finished goods, so you're trading them. So that information goes to your trading account. So put a T beside that. All stocks are to be increased by 10%. Now, they're telling you you want your stocks to increase by 10%. So you want to increase that by 10%, and you want to increase your raw materials closing stock by 10%. So highlight that. Expected sales, that's what you think you're going to sell. Then your stocks of finished goods are expected to be. And again, once they mention sales and finished goods, it's to do with the products. Then it goes into the materials and stocks of raw materials. The column where it says expected price of raw materials during the year, can you put in there, that's the price that you will use when you're doing your raw materials purchases budget. Okay, it's the price during the year. So just put beside that table, it's for the raw materials purchases budget. And let's see the questions. Prepare a production budget in units, prepare raw materials purchases budget in units and euro, and prepare a production budget and manufacturing budget. Okay, I'm going to do steps A, B and C in this video, and we'll go through them quite quickly. So here, again, when I'm doing my production budget, it's what I want to produce, how many units I want to produce and how many units I want to sell. So you're actually talking about the products. That's why I have dark and light here. Down here, I'm talking about the materials, so that's why my columns change here. So if we look at the question, you want to sell dark 12,600 and light, it says you want to sell 7,500. Now I got those figures from the first table. It says the stocks that you had of products that were finished. At the start you had 650, so you're taking them away because you don't need to make them again, and you had 420. So you want your closing stock to be 10% more. So you want your closing stock to be 715, and you want your closing stock of this to be 462. So how did I get this? I just multiply this by 1.1 and multiply this by 1.1. Or if you're not great with your maths, get 10% of this, 42, and add it on. Okay, so that's 12,665 for that, and 7,542 units of light that you want to make. And these are units. And you don't have to write them in, I'm just writing them in here just to explain it a bit more. So that part A, again, you're going to get quite a lot of marks for that. And they're going to give you 2, 2, 2. So altogether there you're getting 12 marks. And remember, this question is worth 80. So that's a lot of marks for just doing that simple thing. Now, if these are what you want to make these goods, you need raw materials. So to make dark, I'm going to make 12,665 of them. And each unit for material 1, I need 5 kilograms. Okay, likewise, I'm going to need material 2. And for material 2, for making dark, I need 6 kilograms. Okay, product light, I want to make 7,542. And for light, the number of kilograms is 7 kilograms. And then again, I want 7,542. And for material 2, I need 4 kilograms. Okay, so again, just make sure this figure here, you're using here, and you're using there. Then this figure here is coming down to here and coming down to here. Okay, just students find that quite difficult, so just make sure you understand. So that's 116,000. Where am I now? Fill these in completely for you. 63,325. And this one over here is 75,990. 52,794. And 31,68. Okay, and the total is 116. 106,158. Okay, so at this stage, this is the amount of raw materials that you need to make these units. Plus, you want to have raw materials left so you're ready for production for next year. And then you already had raw materials at the start, which can be taken away. So in reading your chart, you're going back to your 4 table. At the start, your raw materials of 1, you had 6,500. And of raw material 2, you had 5,500. So you already have them, so you're going to take them away. And you want to increase this by 10%. So that means you're going to buy 7,150, or you want to have that in your closing stock. And over here you want to have 6,050. Okay, so this is all the raw materials that you need to purchase to satisfy your production and to satisfy the amount of closing stock that you want to have. So that's 116,769. And over here it is 106,708. Now, there's something I want you to be very, very careful of, right? Here, no harm to writing what this represents, kilograms. Now, price per, I have a question mark here. Sometimes they say you have to buy them in bags of 5 kilograms. Sometimes they give you the price very simply per kilogram. So just watch that in an exam. I'm just going to put a little star beside that just to watch it. So they say here, the expected price, it is per kilogram. So you just have to multiply this by €3. That's just a little way that they could make a question a little bit more difficult, and you'd lose a few marks there if it was in kilogram bags of 5 kilograms that you buy. Okay, so this is going to cost me 350, 307. And this one here will cost me 640, 248. So there's the cost of my raw materials for this year. Okay, and just watch that there in the exam. Now, the marking scheme for this again, it's quite generous. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1 here. So that's 18 marks in total for here. Okay, so that's 30 out of 80 for part A and B. Okay, your direct materials. Over here, you're going to have to put in, it's a manufacturing account. Now, some students think, well, if manufacturing accounts come up in question 1, production budgets probably won't come up in question 9 because they're very similar. Not true. Sometimes they do come up together. So your direct materials, your opening stock of direct materials, if you have a look at that. Sorry, something's just popped up on my computer. Okay, your opening stock of raw materials is in table 3. In table 4. So your open stock here, they're saying it's 6,500 kilograms at 280. And material 2, it's 5,500 by 510. Now I'm just getting that information straight from the exam. So your materials is 18,200 for this. And the second one is 28,050. So your total opening stock to start off with the two of them together is 46,250. Now your purchase of raw materials, just to note that. This is these two figures added together. So you're going to purchase 350,307 plus 640, 248. So this comes back to this part here. So your total purchase is 990, 550. And then you want to have your closing stock of raw materials. So you have 7,150 And here you're going to have 6,050. And again, the price of each of these is 3 and 6. So just use this column to get your calculations. And here it is 6,300. So adding that up, that's 57,750. Okay, and that gives you 979,055. Very straightforward, okay? So your labour cost. Then with dark, if you go back to your table, it says labour will be 6 hours. So for every unit that you want to make a dark, you would have to spend 6 hours of labour on it. Now you want to make 12,665 of dark. You will work on it for 6 hours. For light, you want to make 7,542 of it, and light will be worked on for 8 hours. Now you could have done out a little working, or you can just put it straight here. For when you were doing the questions from the book, I made you do a little quick budget on it, but now that you understand that budget, you can just throw it in here quickly if you want. Now the cost of labour, just have a look at it, is €16. Okay, and you calculate 2 of them and you get your total labour cost. So that's 1,215,000, so what was it, 840 for dark, and the light labour cost 965,376. And we'd add them on here again, okay? 2,181,000. Well, actually, I don't need to add them yet. 216. Okay, your variable overheads, we're going to do the very same. You want to make 12,665 of dark. You want to make 7,542 of light. It's 6 hours of labour and 8 hours of labour for light. And the cost of the variable overheads is 550, and that's in the last table. So you'll notice that the variable overheads is the very same as your labour, except I'm just changing the rates. Okay, so just notice this is the variable overhead rate and this is the labour rate. Okay, and for this one it's 331,848. And then just get that total 749,793. The fixed overhead is very, very simple. They're the figure in the last table, 681,630. And then add them all up and you get your cost of manufacture, 4,591,694. Okay, so just one thing again there. This one here, that's the only difference. This is the variable rate per overhead. This is the labour rate per overhead. Very quickly to run through the marking scheme for this. 4, 2 for that. 4 for this one here. 4, 4, 2. Now it's a bonus 3 for this. To get that 3, that figure must be completely right. So in total, that's giving you 23 marks. So you have 53 marks out of the 80 for what's on the board for part A, B and C of that question.